Are you ready for the most awkward physical therapy exercise that we prescribe? It's our neck harness, but is very, very effective. You're going to use a band. It could be one of these cloth ones, any kind of resistance band. And usually in your therapist will give you more specific details, but we will have it if there's a limitation in strength and stability for rotation. We'll have you linked in on one side of the harness into that band. You run it roughly straight ahead with the base there, okay? Start with a little bit of tension. You can always increase the resistance as you feel tolerable. We're going to maintain a gentle, not a full chin tuck, but neutral. So we're not letting that head jut back or jut forward there. You're going to keep it kind of tall, okay? First, hold that position. Get that neutral neck. And if that's kind of hard to do, you can chill there. If you can, we're going to work into some rotation. And so this, if you're in the right spot, should be kind of right under your nose-ish, okay? Slow, going into that end range. If you and your therapist are talking and only wants you going through a certain range, that's fine. You may feel a little shaky. That's totally okay. You can kind of work into the opposite range and let that kind of pull you and then come back. The one thing is you just don't want it to like jut your head forward. So we're kind of keeping that tall spine and we're just pivoting that neck, the head on that neck there, okay? Usually what we'll do after that is rotate your body and going into now the resistance is pulling you backwards and you're still rotating to the opposite side now against that resistance, slowly coming back. What we see a lot of times as people do this is that chin will jut out and we're losing some of that kind of neutral positioning, some of those deep neck flexors. So you want to keep that slow and controlled. This one, you can also let it kind of take you back and pull you to the other way, okay? We may add in some diagonals and things as you're going through your rehab. Same thing coming back here. We may add some extension and diagonals, just depends on your rehab program. And then we'll add in side to side or lateral flexion as you do this. We're not trying to cram down the ear to the shoulder. It's just a nice gentle bend. Think of like a wave. We're not trying to cram. Slowly coming back to the opposite side, pulling in. We might even add some rotation in this position. Rotation back, some leaning and extension. Again, the head and neck have a 360-degree movement. So depending on what your limitation is, your therapist will prescribe those things. But this is at least a general overview of how to use it, how to set it up. Boom, linking it one side, and then you'll just rinse and repeat on the other side. Just walk out so there's no tension. Unhook your carabiner, and then you'll pop it on the other side and get to work and have fun.